Good morning, Mendham family, and welcome back to the vlog channel here. To start off today's day, you guys, we're gonna feed my girl, Ellie, my children's python. And look at her already, right off the bat. She knows there's food here. You hungry, girl? Alright, sweetie, be patient with me. Alright, whoa, woohoo! What a girl that girl is, woohoo! I knew she was gonna do that. She already could smell it right off the paper towel bedding here, so obviously she's got a very good nose, so way to go, sweetheart. What a good way to start my day. But we also have another one to feed. My good boy here, Tyson, my albino checker garter snake. So let's go ahead and feed him some pieces of tilapia. Alright, bud. You hungry? Come and get it. Come and get it. Aw, that was adorable. You are adorable. He has never taken food so gentle like that. That is so cute. That was so sweet of him. And normally garter snakes are known to be pigs, but this guy tonight, he decided to be a little bit different. How sweet is that? Let's go ahead and give him another piece. Oh, he's still eating the other one, so we'll give him a couple minutes, so I'm in no rush for it. But absolutely, that was just so sweet of him to take it so gentle. Alright, bud, got another piece for you. And he looks interested. Come on up, bud. It's okay. It's another piece of fish. There he goes. He wanted it. Way to go, bud. Absolutely a cute monkey he is. Regardless, absolutely a gentle snake, you guys. What a way to start today's vlog. Oh, and I hope you guys have an awesome start to your day also. So you guys, already jumping in today's topic. You guys have noticed many times in the vlog with all of these enclosures around me all over the place here for the last year or so. Some people have asked me, not in the comment section, but in person too, on asking like, what size cage does my snake need? And the truth is, you guys, it's always different for every species that, you know, it just really depends on what kind you're getting, you know. If it's like a corn snake, a ball python, or a little, maybe like, I don't know, a garter snake, or better yet, one of those little red... Oh, it's just Bagheera. So, anywho, it just really depends on the matter of the snake species you guys are getting. So, I figured we could talk about the few animals that I have as examples on what cage sizes that definitely are recommended. So, I figured let's go ahead and just jump right into it and talk about the few ones that I have. And obviously, probably a few of these are going to require the same thing, but a couple of them, though, are going to be a little bit different. So, let's just jump right into it, you guys. So obviously the first snake I'm going to go jump right into, of course, is garter snakes here, you guys. Because, you know, most of the snakes that I've owned here recently here in the house are mostly garter snakes. Whether it's albino garter snakes or native Michigan eastern garter snakes or whatever the case may be here. So obviously garter snakes have been recognized, obviously without debate, on being one of the easiest snake species to keep, you know. And they are considered great starter pet snakes as well. Because one, obviously they don't get too large. Normally average about maybe 2.5 to 3 feet long. And they're really very docile animals too, you guys. And they're pretty intelligent as well, without doubt here. Like my girl Lucy here, she's looking at me thinking that I'm gonna give her some dinner here. Because obviously too, it is her feeding day, so I'm gonna give her dinner later. But regardless though, garter snakes, like I said, they don't get too large, average about maybe 2.5, almost 3 foot. And they maybe as a starter, you guys, as babies, a 10-gallon tank like this for like where Lucy's in, it's probably a good start here, you guys, as well. And the same thing goes for right now my girl Daisy, my little albino garter. She is in this 10-gallon enclosure too here. And obviously you can see there's like some like branches and some leaves for her to climb up on. So obviously her cage is pretty good to go here, you know. And obviously most snakes need a hide as well, obviously, because if they want to go someplace to find some cover, obviously a hide is best for them, because most of the time snakes are going to spend most of their time hiding. That's what they're going to do. So, and obviously garter snakes, super easy to care for though, but once they get around the 2.5, almost 3 foot range, you guys, like my girl Lucy here, she could get about almost 3 feet long here in the next couple more years. She is not going to be able to move around, explore her 10-gallon cage that much. She's going to have to get towards like a 20-gallon tank at most here, which is what my girl Ariel, my corn snake, is in right now is a 20-gallon tank. So definitely for starters, if you're just getting into snakes and if you're getting a baby garter snake, the best cage size is definitely around 5 to a 10-gallon tank like this for as an good starter. So, but once your snake gets about adult size, it's probably best to move them like into this kind of like a 20-gallon aquarium here for my girl Ariel's in right now. So with that said, garter snakes, really good start. Typical recommended cage size for babies, about 5-10 gallon, but for adults, I would say close to a 20-gallon in my perspective. So obviously the next snake, corn snakes here on the list, everybody, is obviously one of the considered best starter pet snakes too in the reptile hobby, and considering that they've also been around in the pet trade for over 50 years, it's just obviously pretty simple to start off with. It's kind of similar to the garter snake description that I explained to you guys. When it comes to corn snakes as babies, they're roughly about maybe 10 inches long when they first hatch, maybe 8-10 inches long, and they're kind of similar in a way too as starters. When they're only a few months old, they probably will start out like, again, like Lucy's cage, you know, or Daisy's cage, obviously down below here. Usually a 5-10 gallon tank is usually a good starter for a newborn baby corn snake. But then, you know, once it gets around maybe about a year or two old, you guys, that's when you're going to have to start upgrading it towards maybe like a 20-gallon tank my girl Ariel is in. And she's been in this cage for, I think, like close to 2-3 years now, I think it is. So, and obviously she is starting to get outgrow it a little bit. So I'm going to try and see if I can get her a slightly bigger enclosure later on one of these days. And obviously, you guys may remember I did a vlog a couple years ago when I was at school that I was actually working on a project on my snake rack system I was making. And obviously, right there's the snake rack system that I made in my woodshop class. But you guys may or may not remember, but I also made a large enclosure, 3.5-foot enclosure, built for Ariel, my corn snake, you guys, because she was getting already big, you guys, and already about to outgrow the tank. And unfortunately, there was a problem though. We didn't know where to put it, you guys. And obviously, as you can see, my room, it is so kind of cluttered in here. Well, I shouldn't say cluttered. It's just really cramped in here, you guys, especially with my bedroom, my dresser, the other snake cages here as well. And there's just really not enough space at all, you guys, in such a small bedroom like this to install a 3.5-foot snake cage. So I was kind of disappointed that we could not find a way to bring the snake cage into the house, you guys. So I was so bummed out that we could not bring it in. But anywho, back to what I was discussing, is that once a corn snake reaches about close to Ariel size, 2.5-3 feet long, you're gonna have to start upgrading it towards like close to a 30-gallon, 40-gallon tank, because corn snakes do get bigger than garter snakes. Corn snakes have been recorded up to about 5 feet long in both the wild and captivity. So obviously, once it reaches those sizes, it's got to be around 30-40-gallon tank at most here. So you definitely, for a baby one, you definitely don't want to put it in a tank like this, because something this big could stress it out a little bit. Even in a 40-gallon tank, a little baby's going to be really freaked out about it. So it's always best to go along with near the size of your snake, you guys. Like my corn snake Ariel, she's starting to get a little bit big for this cage already, you guys. I've seen the signs of it already, because she has been shedding constantly for the last year. So eventually, hopefully, I can actually save enough money and get a new cage for her. So regardless, I hope you guys figure that out actually on what size cage you need for your corn snake. And yeah, so obviously I know it's not the best looking cage, but it's the best I got. So anywho, I hope that guys helped you out on maybe on what size a corn snake needs for you guys. And of course, you guys, the last animal obviously I'm going to describe you guys is pythons and boas. And obviously, when it comes to boas and pythons here, ladies and gentlemen, it's different for every individual species, you guys, because all of them come in different sizes and different colorations and morphs and stuff like that. But when it comes to, like, let's say Ellie, my children's python here, you guys, an exoteric cage like this is like about, I think, a 18 by 18 by no, it is an 18 by 12 by 12. Sorry about that. It's actually a really nice cage, I'm not gonna lie. And obviously, I think it's just right for her to fit in. Obviously, she's curious about what I'm doing here. Hi, sweetheart, what you doing under there? She's obviously checking, I guess, the place out. So regardless, this is about an average sized cage for a children's python, you know, maybe even a spotted python too, because obviously children's pythons are part of the Anteraceae species, which are all native to northern Australia. So there's obviously spotted pythons, children's pythons, and anthill pythons. I believe that's what they're called anyway, unless they're Stimpson's pythons. Unless they're Stimpson's maybe. I think there's Stimpson's pythons too. So anywho though, you can see obviously for her size, she's not going to get too much bigger, obviously, around maybe 2.5 feet at max, maybe close to 3 feet, so, obviously this cage, like I said, it's just right for her size as of for now, so, as a baby though, she's probably going to need maybe close to a 5-10 gallon terrarium, something a little bit different, so, for some reason though, you guys, is that, a female children's python should be much larger than this. I've had her now for about 3 years. And you guys know the story too. The day that we actually got her, it was actually my friend Spencer that actually purchased her at that reptile show in Grand Rapids about 4 or 5 years ago. She was she was very little, only like maybe 9-10 inches long, I think at most. So I don't know why, you guys, 4 years later, she's only about 2 feet long now. So I don't know if it's something to do with maybe her growth rate, or if this is just a theory, or what if Ellie, instead of a she, is a he? I'm starting to wonder about that. Because obviously, I mean, the tail length of the snake, I can tell it's short, which usually would indicate it's a female. But I'm not entirely sure, you guys, here. So maybe Ellie could be a he, you guys. I don't know. But I don't want to risk actually trying to probe her and actually try to take a bite from her, or he, I should say. Because taking a bite from her is nothing you don't want to get from. So regardless though, a cage like this, for her size at this moment, it's just perfect. And obviously she seems to enjoy it because she is climbing around the cage and checking it out quite a bit. So, but let me know in the comments below if you guys have any cage questions for any specific snake that you guys are interested in getting as a starter pet. Feel free to hit me up in the comments down below, or you guys can go ahead and DM me on my Instagram, you guys, at jimmy.mendham. The link to my Instagram is down below in the description. So regardless, that's all I got for you. So, but yeah, absolutely a wonderful cage, I think I had to say, for my girl Ellie here. I think, in my honest opinion, if I had to choose, I think Ellie's cage might be actually pretty good. If not, well, then my girl Lucy has a pretty nice one too. But really, I just love them all as of right now. So, but regardless, I hope you guys understand that the cage sizes on what specific species of snakes need. So again, if you guys have any more questions, hit me up in the comments down below. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude today's vlog here for the day. I hope you guys really now understand on like what cage sizes your specific snake type needs here, because obviously if it's like, let's say, a Burmese python that's like 8 foot long and is kept in like a 10-gallon cage like this, you guys, it is gonna have no room to move around whatsoever. It's just gonna be cramped up in there, and it's not gonna really enjoy it in there, to be honest with you. So anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this vlog up here tonight. If you are new to my channel, you guys, do me a favor, smash that subscribe button for me and turn on that notification bell. And as for me and Boo here, we're gonna see you guys on the next one.